Hello everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today we are going to decode the Hindu newspaper for 15th and 16th September 2020. आज हम 15-16 September 2020 का हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर उसका एनालिसिस करने वाले हैं. And there's a small announcement for all of you that the PDF of these classes are uploaded in a timely manner on my Telegram channel, Simplifying UPSC with Ease, and the link to that channel is also given below in the description box. Even after clicking on the link, if you're not getting redirected towards the channel, then you can just download the Telegram app and then you can just in the search option you can write. So in the search option you can just write Simplifying UPSC with Ease and you'll get the channel. Okay, so all the class resources, notes, notifications of the upcoming future classes on Unacademy Plus, everything is there on the channel. Right now, before starting the newspaper analysis, there's another announcement by me, that is that I'm also taking live classes on Unacademy Plus. Right over here you can see, and you can use Sharma20, the code, to get 10% discount on Unacademy Plus subscription as well. This is Arpita Sharma classes, my endeavor on YouTube, Instagram and Telegram. You can follow us on Instagram also. The name is Arpita Sharma classes. Our aim is to make UPSC preparation affordable, accessible, easier and simple for each and every aspirant. We want to make sure that your dream gets the right guidance and the correct direction. I hope you will appreciate this endeavor and you will also support me in making this dream come true. Let's start with the first question. We are going to solve two prelims related questions also. Consider the following statements. The idea of Constituent Assembly for India was first put forward by Jawaharlal Nehru. British principally accepted the idea of Constituent Assembly for the first time through Cripps proposal. Muslim League accepted the idea of Cripps proposal. Which statement is correct? Let me know in the comment section. जल्दी से comment section में बताएं कौन सा statement correct है. Which statement is correct? The correct statement is D. Correct option is D. That is, none of the above statement is correct. All the statements are incorrect. सभी statements absolutely incorrect हैं. So over here the statement 1 says idea of Constituent Assembly for India was first put forward by Jawaharlal Nehru. That is incorrect because it was first put forward by M.N. Roy in 1934. Constituent Assembly का जो idea था ना वो M.N. Roy ने 1934 में सामने रखा था, and the demand for Constituent Assembly was accepted in principle by British government in the August offer, that is in 1940. Okay, इसको हम August क्रांति भी बोलते हैं. Now, the British principally accepted the idea of Constituent Assembly for the first time through Cripps proposal. Wrong statement. It was in 1940 via the August offer. Muslim League accepted the idea of Cripps proposal. No, that's wrong because it was not satisfied. So that is why Muslim League did not accept the idea of Cripps proposal. So all the above statements are incorrect. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding composition of Constituent Assembly. Now over here, first statement says Constituent Assembly was formed in 1946 in November under the scheme formulated by the August offer. Then the second statement says Constituent Assembly was a partly elected, partly nominated body and seats were allotted on the basis of population at that time. Which statement is correct? कौन सा statement correct है फटाफट से बताएं. Which statement is correct? Correct statement is, so option D is correct. That is, statement 2 and 3 are correct. Statement 1 is incorrect. Why? Because this particular scheme was formulated by the cabinet mission plan, not the August offer. That is why statement 1 is incorrect. Okay. So moving forward to the analysis, the first important news is about Assisted Reproductive Technology Regulation Bill 2020, which was introduced in Lok Sabha. So Union Cabinet now it approved this Assisted Reproductive Technology Regulation Bill 2020. Right? Why this bill was approved? To monitor the medical procedures which are used to help people to achieve pregnancy. Right? That is why this bill was accepted. Right, now this bill, what will it do? It will regulate the assisted reproductive technology services. Now what are assisted reproductive technology services? Now these services are used to help in treating the infertility. right? Because of this is a fertility treatment which is included in the ART, right? For example, the IVF technology, the surrogate technology, right? So ART is used to treat infertility in humans, and it includes fertility treatments that handle both a woman's egg and a man's sperm. Now it works by removing eggs from a woman's body, and the eggs are mixed with the sperm, and then the embryos are formed, and these embryos are then put back into the woman's body, right? And the most common type of ART is IVF technology. You must have heard about the IVF technology, right? Now, what are the features of this bill? The bill makes provisions for safe and ethical practice. Now, underline the word ethical. यहाँ पर ना ethical word को underline कर लो, क्योंकि ना जब हम बात करते हैं ART के बारे में तो यहाँ काफी टाइम से unethical practices भी चल रही थी. So to counter that, this bill has been prepared, and this bill will ensure confidentiality of intending couples also about their information. Also, it will protect the rights of the children also which are born through ART. Right? Pre-genetic the implantation testing is mandatory. That means the test allows doctors to test embryos for any possible abnormal chromosomes before they are transferred to the uterus. This is to avoid any future genetic disease in the population which is born through ART technology. तो पहले से ही ना implantation testing compulsory है ताकि आगे future में जाके बच्चे में कोई genetic disease ना आए. National board which will lay down a code of conduct to be observed by those operating ART clinics as well, right? Then the states and union territories will have to form state boards also. State authorities वगैरह proper legislation करेंगी so that ethical practices are being maintained and they are being followed, right? So who is it for? ART might be an option for women who cannot conceive naturally, who cannot carry pregnancy to term, have genetic disorders, have partners with abnormal sperms. So in that case, it is going to help those women, right? जो कि naturally conceive नहीं कर सकती baby, या फिर pregnant होती हैं but 9 months तक नहीं उस प्रेगनेंसी को कैरी कर पाती हैं, या जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर्स हैं, या फिर किसी का पार्टनर का स्पर्म एबनॉर्मल है जिसकी वजह से फर्टिलिटी प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं, राइट? सो प्रेगनेंसी प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं. सो दोज विमेन will be helped or assisted through this new bill, right, through this technology. Next is Banking Regulation Amendment Bill 2020. The Banking Regulation Act 1949 is a law that regulates banking firms in India, and this act has been amended by the Banking Regulation Amendment Bill 2020. तो हमारे जो प्रेसिडेंट है ना श्री रामनाथ कोविंद जी, उन्होंने इस बिल को 27 जून 2020 को अप्रूव किया था. रामनाथ कोविंद जी he approved this particular amendment ordinance on 27 June 2020. Why? To bring all the urban cooperative banks and multi-state cooperative banks under the guidance of RBI. जितने भी आपके urban cooperative banks हैं, जितने भी multi-state cooperative banks हैं, उन सभी को RBI के supervision में डाला जाएगा. Now, after the passing of the ordinance, all the cooperatives will come under the supervision of RBI. Okay? तो इस ordinance को pass करने के बाद जितने भी cooperative banks हैं, अब वो RBI के अंडर आ जाएंगे. So this act, this Banking Regulation Act 1949 also becomes important for prelims because this regulates the banking firms in India. Okay? Clear? इतनी बात सबको समझ आ गई? आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let us know what changes have been made in the Banking Regulation Act 1949. First change is the Banking Regulation Act 1949. It does not apply to certain cooperative societies. For example, the Primary Agricultural Credit Society, Cooperative Land Mortgage, any other cooperative society. But this amendment will amend this provision. ये जो normal original act है, this original act excludes all these three types of societies, right? But the Amendment Bill 2020 will amend this provision. It will not apply to Primary Agricultural Credit Society, Cooperative Society whose principal business, that is the main business, is long-term financing for agricultural development. And other provision says that these two societies must not use the term bank, banker or banking in their name or in connection with their business. So for example, if there is any cooperative society who is helping to give funds to the agricultural development, that society will not use the term for itself like bank, banker or banking. It will also act as an entity that clears check. Okay, तो ये बात हो, it will also not act as an entity that clears check. तो जितने भी ये cooperative society जो excluded है ना इस particular amendment ordinance में, वो अपने नाम के आगे बैंक, बैंकर या बैंकिंग नाम नहीं लगाएंगे और कभी भी किसी तरीके के ऐसी एंटिटी के तौर पे एक्ट नहीं करेंगे जो कि चेक क्लियर करता हो, ठीक है, या चेक एक्सेप्ट करता हो, ठीक है. So these were the provisions. Now, next question comes, what is bad bank, which is recommended by the IBA, right? So, non-performing assets of all public and private banks in India till March 2020 were rupees 10 lakh crore. Non-performing asset का मतलब होता है bad loans, faulting loans, right? So, IBA has recommended to RBI and Ministry of Finance to form a bad bank in the country to get rid of this bad loan problem. So the banking sector in India has been going through a lot of trouble, as we all know, because of many scams which happened in the past also, because of which the NPA is 10 lakh crore right now. So what is the definition of NPA? NPA is a non-performing asset. It is a loan whose borrower has stopped repaying the interest or principal amount since the last 90 days or has not repaid 3 EMIs. तो ऐसा बोरोवर जिसने अपने लोन पे इंटरेस्ट या प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट देना बंद कर दिया है पिछले 90 दिन से, या फिर उसने 3 EMIs नहीं रीपे बैक करी हैं, वो उसका जो लोन है वो NPA बन जाता है, और वी कैन कॉल देम बैड लोन्स ऑल्सो. क्लियर? दिस इज बेसिक डेफिनेशन विच इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर प्रीलिम्स. क्लियर? नाउ द next important news, new bill on powers of Delhi government LG soon. The Ministry of Home Affairs is likely to introduce a legislation in the Parliament session to amend 1991 Act related to powers and functions of Delhi government and LG. तो NCT जो है हमारी NCT bill amendment bill 2020 आने वाला है, right, to bring ease in implementation of certain provisions of the act. National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill 2020 proposes to clearly spell out, that is, list out the functions of council and ministers and LG by giving more discretionary powers to the LG. So, according to changes which are proposed in the new act, the LG could act in its discretion on any matter that is beyond the limit of the powers of the Assembly of Delhi in matters related to All India Civil Service and Anti-Corruption Branch. So, basically, LG की discretionary powers को increase करेगा ये नया bill. Clear? The Union Territory of Delhi with the Legislative Assembly came into being in 1991. Remember this for prelims. Under which article? 239AA by the 69th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1991. ये जो पैराग्राफ है ना, ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके अपकमिंग प्रीलिम्स के लिए, इवन प्रीलिम्स 2020, 21, 22. This is very, very important. Remember this. Okay. Next important news, Kerala to have certified snake handlers. Kerala Forest Department has framed guidelines for snake handling. By doing so, it has become the first to institutionalize snake handling in the country. Again, 2021 and 22 aspirants, 2023 aspirants, you have to make note of it. आपको इसका नोट बनाकर रखना है, ठीक है? What is the need for guidelines? Several allegations point to snake catchers following unscientific approach that tend to create stress to the animal, thereby posing risk to their own lives. That is why this new category of snake handlers, the official category of snake handlers, has been created. ठीक है, इतनी बात समझ आ गई. So forest officials will be given training to handle snakes. The guidelines make it mandatory for snake handlers aged between 21 to 65 years to seek certification. So they have to be certified snake handlers. इनको certified snake handlers होना पड़ेगा, certification मिलेगी इनको. That is how they will be deputed. So the applications will be screened by the ACF of Social Forestry to prepare the list of snake handlers in each district. ठीक है? Clear? Now next, this is the editorial that you need to study today. ये आपका आज का homework है editorial, impediments to equal productivity dignity. So here Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act, right, 2016. This act has been discussed in this particular article. तो आपको ये prelims के लिए, for prelims and mains, you have to remember this act. The Rights of Persons with Disability Act 2016, which was passed by Indian Parliament because we had ratified the UNCRPD, that is United Nations Conventions on Right of Persons with Disabilities in 2007. So that is why we have passed this act. You have to remember the provisions and the features of this act. The next editorial that you need to study today is Science and Technology GS paper 3 related editorial, Venus in Focus. So there has been a discovery of traces of phosphine in the atmosphere of Venus. Venus is the second closest planet to the sun in the solar system. So you have to study the solar system. NCERT Geography class 6 अच्छे से पढ़ लेना, ठीक है? And it is often referred to as Earth's twin also. This is again important for prelims. Which planet is known as Earth's twin planet? That is Venus, because its size and shape is similar to that of Earth. And remember that Venus has no satellite. Venus का ना अपना कोई satellite नहीं होता, ठीक है? ये आपको point याद रखना है. All right. It is considered hostile to life. Why? Because it is the hottest planet. It has a dense atmosphere of carbon dioxide and there is sulfuric acid which is present in the environment of Venus. That is why it is not suitable for life. So phosphine has been found on Venus. Phosphine के traces पाए गए हैं. It's a compound of 1 phosphorus atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. It has been discovered in Venus's atmosphere, and the researchers have estimated that phosphine forms about 20 parts per billion of Venus's atmosphere. So it was identified in 2017 also using the James Clerk Maxwell telescope in Hawaii. And in India also it has, Indian researchers have also identified the traces of phosphine. Right. Now, phosphine is given out by some species of bacteria during biochemical processes, which is given out in the absence of oxygen. Right. It occurs from the breakdown of organic matter. That means organic matter is present on Venus. Right. So, phosphine gets oxidized in an atmosphere rich in carbon dioxide and hence should be short-lived in Venus's atmosphere. Presence of phosphine, despite this, has led to speculations of the presence of life forms in the hostile condition of Venus. जब ये organic matter के breakdown की वजह से release होता है, that means life form is there on Venus. That is why this discovery is huge. Okay, clear? So more than 40 spacecraft have explored Venus so far. 90s में Magellan mission of NASA गया था. Then Japanese satellite Akatsuki. Remember this for prelims, right? There was another NASA's mission which was Da Vinci, that is atmospheric probe. It is slated for launch in 2021. ISRO is also looking for the launch of Shukrayaan-1, orbiter and atmospheric balloon, in 2023. These are very important facts for your upcoming prelims exam. Now the next important editorial, an economic disaster foretold. So this editorial deals with the contraction of economy and the unorganized sector's plight, which has resulted into the contraction of the economy. How unemployment, how the migration during the lockdown has impacted the economy, right? And also the people in the country. Next important news, government refuses demands to restore MP-LADS fund. Here only one thing you have to study, that is the MP-LADS funds. आपको MP-LADS का fund पढ़ना है. And second important topic that you need to study is salary allowances and pension of members of parliament bill 2020, which seeks to cut salaries of MPs by 30%. These two topics you have to study for prelims. ये आपका homework है कि आपको इन दो topics के ऊपर separate notes बनाने हैं. Right? So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you really enjoyed it, do not forget to like the video, share the video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.